What's going on? This is part 2 video for how to recover quickly from a broken leg. My injury that I had was a broken tibia and fibula. It was a compound fracture, which means the bone was protruding from the skin, and it also took a little bit longer to heal because of those complications. So anyways, it has now been 11 months since the date of my injury, and I am about 98% healed. I believe my recovery has been faster than most, so I'm making this video to give some potential pointers on how you could recover quickly, or quicker than you normally would. So basically, the main things that I focused on to aid my recovery: number 1 was the bicycle. So I'll be riding a stationary bike for the first, I'd say after the first like 2 weeks. I first got on the stationary bike, and it helped the blood flow increase around the brake area. It helped my joints to loosen up a little bit, and we got some dust coming in here. Can you see that? All that dust. All right, it's a little sandstorm in here. Anyways, so basically, the stationary bicycle really helped me to get the blood flowing around the brake area, loosen up those joints, get myself just feeling a little bit better mentally, since exercise is always helpful. And when you have a broken leg and you're sitting in bed all day, you're not getting that much exercise, which is not that good for your mental state. Number 2 for helping the recovery is, besides the bicycle, what I wanted to get back to was skateboarding, which is one of my main sports that I do. I don't know if you'd consider skateboarding a sport. It's more of a pastime or an art, or I don't know. Skateboarding's fun. Nevertheless, what I would do is just try to skate. So around the 3 or 4 month mark after the injury is when I first tried to get back on the skateboard. So at first it was very minimal what I was able to do. I wasn't even able to push around and roll around without getting close to falling and injuring myself even worse. So it took a couple times of me trying to ollie and then like having my leg be taking the impact of the ollie, and it would hurt, and then I'd step off the skateboard and go and stop skating for like 2 weeks until my leg stopped hurting regularly. So that initial impact, the initial times that I tried to skateboard were painful, but I believe that that's necessary to stimulate the bone growth. That's one thing that I learned as well in my recovery, is that bone growth needs to be stimulated. So when people have diseases such as osteoporosis, which is a low bone density, a low bone strength, doctors recommend them to lift weights. And the reason they recommend them to lift weights is because it puts a higher stress on the bone, and it requires the bone to adapt to that stress and to increase the density and make itself stronger to support that weight. So what I was doing is continuing with my skateboarding after not doing it for 4 months, and adapting my freshly grown bone to the impact and the stresses of that sport. So as I was saying, it would hurt after the first 10 sessions or so, probably more than that. It would hurt after I skated because I was doing ollies, I was trying all the tricks that I used to do, and I would be slamming my leg on the floor, and I just wasn't used to that. So then it would recover. I would recover. The bone would strengthen again, and then I would go out to skate the next time, and I would feel stronger than I did before. So to me, it seems like that was a good way to stimulate the bone growth. Now at 11 months, I'm able to skate harder than I was able to before the incident. Pretty much fully recovered. So don't be afraid of stressing the bone when you're trying to get back to doing the things that you love, because if you don't stress the bone, then it won't regrow, it won't strengthen again. You need to stimulate that bone growth. So that's pretty much all that I have to give in terms of tips and recommendations. Today I'm out just riding the bike. It's always good for the health, just riding that. I'll show you the leg that I broke here. So there's the leg that I broke. It's pretty much all of the muscle has been regrown, and I'm doing good now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's the bike that I'm riding. Love this bike. Got the commuter bag on there. Always stay hydrated. But anyways, that's pretty much all I had to say. And to those of you who are freshly into your recovery, good luck. Time will pass and you'll be back to your normal self. And peace out. You guys have a good rest of your day.